I've noticed that the frequency and rate at these data centers being just thrown everywhere in the US right now is something that a lot of us, not really caught off guard, but definitely are seeing a vast acceleration rate of. What my concern is, who is profiting from all of this? Obviously, tech companies are, the billionaire bros, but who's actually profiting from this, and who is this going to benefit? We already know that our government is trying to use AI for targeting in warfare, which is really insane because it's been proven that they don't know the difference between a civilian and an enemy target. um this is something that we definitely need to start looking into. I want to know if our administration, even those who are in Congress, people who claim to be with us as the people, certain Democrats, are invested in this, because this is absolutely going to destroy waterways. This is going to cause so much noise pollution. And also, with the reinstitution, or reinstatement, I should say, of hydrofluorocarbons being not banned anymore in the US, I'm guessing that's going to be one of the main ways that they're going to try and cool these data centers, along with poisoning our water in the process. I would like to know whose pocket this is lining specifically. There have already been NDAs signed by companies with the councils of the areas that are actually putting these in place. So we know that the people who are approving this in our counties and our towns are being paid off. It's very obvious. I live in a town right now that is being paid off and bought off by like a couple of big realtor companies, and we're honestly sick of it. Like, there's a very protective bit of land that everybody knows as the celery fields that have constantly been tried to be bought up by these companies. And the thing about that is, these are protected wetlands. Forgive the screeching in the background, I have children. um, these are protected wetlands, and you can't just start building on this stuff. There are very valuable native species that live there, that are very necessary for our ecosystem. When it floods here, that's where a majority of the water is being absorbed instead of just going into the towns. We've been experiencing record flooding every time we get a massive storm because they keep overdeveloping, and they don't understand that A, we do not have the drainage for that, and B, if you get rid of the natural wetlands, then where the hell else is the water going to go? This summer is going to be very wet and very dry at the same time. So what I mean by that is that we have had record droughts all season long. I am just now in my area, we are just now coming into the rainy season. The rainy season, if the ground is too dry, it's not going to absorb that water. It's going to act like a clay pot. So if that clay pot is dry, it's going to be waterproof, or at least it's going to not be as porous and absorbent as if it was already wet. That will cause flash flooding. It happens in, you know, the Southwest a lot. It happens in California a lot. We've seen this. Adults know about it if you paid any attention to school. So, what I want to know is who is buying up all of this extremely ecologically valuable land that is necessary to protect our already existing homes, so that they can profit off of poisoning our water, causing noise pollution, and also building close to schools. What the hell is that? Who specifically is profiting off of this? Because we already know that Trump and his administration, well, specifically Trump, is invested in a lot of tech companies. He's recently invested in Dell. He's recently invested in Micron. So, why on earth are we still allowing this corruption and this literal poisoning of the people to continue? At this point, I also would like to take a look at established Democrats as well. Anybody who's taken like APAC money. I'd really like to see Nancy Pelosi's portfolio and see where she stands on that. But yeah, we're at a point now where we are in dire need of politicians, upcoming politicians, who are actually going to do the right thing and protect the people from corporations who have eaten up every resource they can, and now they're getting creative about how they're going to eat even more resources, because at this point they're just bloated dragon hordes of money that do not give a shit about the American people.